right, so we try to make it very independent for our kiddos. So we start off with having them analyze their mock data. Brian puts together an awesome table. They type in their student ID, and then it gives them all of their data. They take that data and record it in the orange book. So they keep the orange book the whole review. Once they have all those teaks in their orange book, then I actually give them a calendar in Schoology, and they fill in 2 topics per day that they're expected to complete.
Clarification, orange book is the district book.
Yeah.
Ours are just different colors.
Yeah, they're all different colors. Ours is orange.
Ours is the teal book.
It's the same information. And so then they'll have that. They'll have their calendar where they filled in 2 topics a day. That means that they should, by the end, make it through 20 topics. I'm not saying that every kid does, but that is your goal for your high achievers. The students will then access the STAAR Schoology course. They'll go to their little calendar and they'll say, okay, I'm supposed to work on 4A, go hit the 4A folder, and then they're completing the things. The sub-8 videos I redid in Cami, so everything's typed out and color-coded, and then they write that down in the orange book. The videos are between 2 to 5 minutes. Then they move to the orange book video, or the teal book, whatever you call it. Those, Connell helps us redo a bunch. So most of them are now under 7 minutes. I think there's maybe like one
There's
success.
one that's 7:30.
Might still be a little longer, but she did a great job with kind of re-recording those for our kiddos, and so then they'll kind of jot notes in their notebook. Because this is in Schoology, we actually have completion rules on. They can't move to the next thing unless they submit the first thing. So they're constantly like taking pictures of their work and submitting it for us. That takes like 15 minutes at the beginning of class. Then they'll go grab their hands-on activity. So in Schoology, it has the instructions for your hands-on activity, and we have little cards that are set out. So they'll go 4A, grab their 4A, they'll work their 4A, and then they'll be like, all right, I'm done. And then I hand off their answer keys. And so then they check their work, and they'll like jot that information down, take a picture, put it up in Schoology, and then they assess 3 to 5 questions. If they fail, they're coming to me outside of class. It automatically opens up the study mate for them to start, and then there's a reassessment that's added to that folder. So it's very intensive, which is why it's a lot of work on teachers, it's a lot of work on the kids, but everything's like very independent. Our lab sped, we're usually trying to get 1 folder per day out of them because they're having to do so much translation. And then we're also small grouping those kiddos who are not doing your folders at all because they weren't doing the folders at all anyway. So they're constantly doing hands-on activities with me because I can't trust them to go through the folder by themselves.
So the orange book videos, are you talking about the ones that are the QR codes?
Some of them are the ones that like Kendra did, but some of them were like 15 minutes for 1 page. So we made a goal that none of the orange book videos were going to be more than 7 minutes, so that the whole folder only took 15 minutes last year. That was the goal. So I would try to hit the hot spots on those videos.
Pre-AP differentiated, they did little online activities. My kids with the left that first year, I did all hands-on. I was like, everybody needs something.
Pre-AP was trying to hit all the teams.
Yeah.
Pre-AP is responsible for doing everything.
So they do 35 folders. And we do have 35 folders made already. Yeah, it took us some time.
Every single week.
Now,
And then every year we check
was
them.
exhausting.
the con of this was setting it up.
Yeah.
Well, once you set it up, obviously you just got to tweak it and try to use everything, which thankfully we already have, so it's not going to be as difficult to put together anymore. But yeah, the initial setup is the pain.
Yeah. We would break it up into by people on our team. Each person had like a different job. So 1 year you did it by topic, 1 year you did it by thing you were going to do. So the first year it was like, okay, you're working 4A, and then the next year was like, no, you're doing all the sub-8 videos, you're doing all the orange book videos, you're doing all the hands-on to make sure that it was streamlined through all the folders.
It was consistent all the way through.
Yeah.
Formatting.
Formatting and all of those things.
All right. How do you make the completion for a video?
It's a must view.
This is an assignment. So they have to submit the picture of their assignment. So this sub-8 video would be in an assignment on school.
Oh,
It's not just a video link.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You're going to
okay.
submit a picture that you wrote what I wrote.
Right. So they can either take notes on a Candy document or take a picture of what they wrote in their book and upload that. So
And
you
I
have
like
to
the book
submit
better.
something.
My kids are used to submitting pictures now. That's just what they do. With every assignment that's in my class, there's always something in Schoology where they submit that picture of whatever we did physically in their notebook.